And if you'll just sit back in your seat, lower your eyes, and let's take a collective breath in this most sacred space, just because we are all here together. And what we're going to do is tap into that divinity that's in our hearts. And just imagine your heart opening up like a lotus flower. Nice and easy and on point. And just observe your breath. And allow peace to permeate every cell of your body. This precious energy flows through every cell of your body now. To be calm, to be peaceful, to have harmony is your birthright. And you turn away from any thoughts that don't allow this peace and harmony and calmness. Just permeate every cell. Continue to observe your breath for just a moment. This is where we connect with the divine. Just get quiet and observe your breath. And now, wiggle your toes, fingers, and come back to the room. And you can open your eyes. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Kathy. It was beautiful. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I think the best thing to do is just to surrender. A beautiful song by Faith Rivera. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am stronger every moment, every day. My mind is willing and my heart is open wide. I trust my instincts and let spirit be my guide. I vow to live a life that's real and pure and free. As I continue walking in this mystery, I surrender to my greatest, highest good. I release any my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am grateful every moment, every day. There may be walls, there may be roadblocks in my way, but I can choose to take a higher path each day. And now I know what I thought was safe and sound was only habit and regret that held me down. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. Yeah, sing with me. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am kinder every moment, every day. I'm more loving every moment, every day. I will surrender every moment, every day. I've got my own personal choir. That's beautiful. You guys are so good. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. Yes, I hold you in my heart always. You are my family. You are the face of God. Yes, you are my family. You are the face of God.
It's pretty exciting to come up while she's singing "You Are the Face of God." For our opening prayer, please become still. If it's comfortable for you, close the outer eyes. Open your heart and recognize God is the only authority there is. Ernest Holmes said, "This is the thing itself." It operates in, through, and around each individual that tunes into their own divine nature. There's no lack or limitation in the mind of God or in the body of God. It is why we say it is all good. It is all true. It is all here right now. So from this place of recognition, consciously unify with the life source of your very own being. I'm knowing that this is love. This is joy. If need be, it is forgiveness. It is a great awakening through our unity with the One. It is a great celebration with one another in our community. Our community. We commune with pure spirit right here and right now in new and wondrous ways. And I am realizing that this life force is celebrating each individual here. The love, the light that shine, the prayers that are spoken, the gifts that are given and received. This is a season of giving and living and realizing the joy, the peace, the presence, the perfection. Ernest Holmes called it this thing called life. And so in this moment, there's new beginnings if you choose that. There's richest blessings that can be received and celebrated with open arms, open heart. This is the season of giving and living and realizing and loving the truth about who we really are. And so from this place of recognition, unity, and realization of pure spirit, I give thanks. I give thanks for this ministry and everybody in it, everyone who's tuned in, and everyone that's yet to come. And so I release this word into the law of mind and action, knowing that the word has been spoken, the blessing has been given, and it has now been received. Please say, and so it is.
So it is. It needs that. Reverend Wanda and Kathy, you guys got it going on this morning. Were you guys at a party this morning that I missed? Just kidding.
This is the party.
There you go. That's right. Wow. Well, thank you for opening this incredible service with your incredible words. And now, right? Feels good. Everybody. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. Come on. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded about who we've come to be. We are love, we are one. Give it to me. One big family. Hey, 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 yeah. Hey, 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 yes. Hey, yeah. Let's do it again. That felt good. Everybody, get up on your feet. You are. See the light in everybody you meet. Oh yeah. Everybody, get up on your feet. You can see the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded about who we've come to be. We are love, we are one. Yeah, one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. so cool. See the light in everybody. Let us be reminded by who we've come to be. We are love, we are one. One more time, one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, real slick. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Patty Powers and Dave.
And all right.
While you're standing, if it's comfortable for you, please stay with us. God bless America and the rest of the world. And just turn to a neighbor and just say good morning and welcome.
Good morning to you. Oh, good morning to you. Oh, good morning. Been looking forward to this all week. Good morning to you. All right. Oh, everybody, just see the love in everyone. Let us be reminded by who we've come to be. Oh, oh, yeah, yeah.
You got it.
Hey, hey, hey.
Kind of warm.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. It's warm. It's warm. Hey, hey, hey. Sweat twins, that's what happens.
All right, everyone. Thank you, thank you. I know, that's enough, everyone. Okay. Good morning, good morning. I see some faces I haven't seen for a little while.
Yeah.
All right, who's here for the first time? Hi, how'd you hear about us?
I went to a center in Oakland before, and back out here.
Which center?
Heart and Soul.
Heart and Soul.
Dr.
Dr. Andrea, yes, yes.
Yes.
We were online at her little doctoral service, yeah.
Thank you for
Stacy's actually on the Ministers Council with Dr. Andrea. Who else was here? I saw another hand. Hi, Johnny. We met Johnny on Wednesday at our Thanksgiving Eve service, coming from, you drove from Pahrump. You drove from Pahrump this morning? All right.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and he also came from Beaumont, where one of my sister, my prayer partner, Reverend Divine Young, is now their senior minister. So
Yeah, cool.
yeah, he's family. Just choose family.
Well, and we're all family. Don't you love that? Well, you know, oh my goodness, Wednesday, the pies, the everything, the movie, the pies, the decorations, Franny. I think
The coffee was exceptional.
it was good.
Cider.
Hot
The hot cider,
cider.
right?
You guys, if you weren't there, you missed it. Who was there? Well, of course.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Of course,
it's good.
just about everyone was there. Franny, thank you. Franny's family, her son especially, Scotty, sponsored that movie for us, and it was awesome, and the decorations were awesome. I think we made like $1,200.
$1,200,
Yeah, that counts the pies and the movie and whatnot. And if you look around too, if you're online, if you can't, I don't know, maybe Yvonne will go around with the camera to show you the rest of the decorations. They've changed from fall to Christmas because, you know, we like
Overnight,
Christmas.
literally.
Literally overnight. And a little bit this morning I saw, so. So, you know, you can't stand still too long here, you know. All right. So, well, in that, this Wednesday, we have a concert by Transformation Station, our own Patty Powers, and every single, you know, the whole crew. So, tickets will be on sale in the bookstore. There's tickets on sale online. Join us Wednesday night. We're going to have another party. You know, you don't want to miss it. I'm telling you. Another party, because that's what we do here. We celebrate life. Awesome. So who's going to be here Wednesday? Yeah, of course. Of course. Oh, Johnny, you're still in town? All right. I may as well go ahead and tell you, since Miss Kitty is with the family for Thanksgiving, I'm just going to go ahead and do the announcements right now. Sure. You know, no use in me coming back up here.
I should go sit down.
Oh yes, this is Reverend Stacy.
Love you.
I'm Reverend Cheryl, in case I didn't mention that.
Love you.
But I thought it was family, so I figured you all knew that.
Yes.
But that's my fault. And online, thank you. No book club until next month, and we'll be reading Holidays on Ice by David Sedaris, recommended by our very own practitioner, Amy Miner. Now, I have a class that's starting on Tuesday. A couple of people that are in the class are here right now, and it's going to be Essential Earnest Homes, and it begins, and it's going to be a lot of fun, but we'll be online, so we can wear pajama bottoms or sweats. But I want you to please be dressed up,
Up top.
up top, because I will require the cameras to be on. And if you're online, you can also register for that class. It is online class. What else? Oh, we already decorated. Oh, we still have more decorations for the what is it? Sanctuary. For the poinsettias, we do a poinsettia reading and dedication on Christmas Day. We're going to have a service, a joint service with Unity. Yay!
Yay.
That's another announcement. So if you want to dedicate a poinsettia in honor of or in memory of, the forms are out there on the happenings table. Matter of fact, there's a lot of stuff on the happenings table. You might want to check that out. The price is $12 this year. Inflation, I apologize. But they went up $2 or something.
All right.
But we've been observing it, but now we're just gonna do that. What else? Just check out the happenings table. Check out our bookstore. We have lots of gifts that we can that you could get for people. It's that time. It's 28 days till Christmas. I hear people. I said that this morning, and everyone's like, someone said, "You make me nervous when you say that," but it doesn't stop me.
No, it don't.
Sorry.
It's good though. It's good.
It's sorry, but I'm so glad that you're all here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming to celebrate us with us. Oh, Julius. Yes, Jules. I call him Jules, but it's Julius Michael Brown, our resident photographer, is taking photographs, family photos, starting next Sunday. It'll be a little bit before service, but a little bit between the services, and he'll also stay for Unity if you want to take photos there. Gorgeous photos. He is a professional photographer. He's been doing it forever. Retired, and so now we get the benefit of his beautiful photos. Yes, right? I think what's the charge? It's $20 a setting? Okay, awesome,
my gosh.
awesome. I mean, where?
What? Yeah.
Where do you get that? Nowhere.
For a professional portrait, that's all.
Yes.
Right.
So please join him with that. All right. No matter where you are on your spiritual path, you'll always be welcomed here. Thank you for being here. Thank you.
Julius, you are so special to do that. Well, this is a place where special things happen every day. I have learned that. And in keeping with our theme for the month about home, it's a beautiful song by Michael Bublé. Day has come and gone away in Paris and Rome, and I want to go home. Maybe surrounded by a million people, I still feel alone. I want to go home. I miss you, you know. And I've been keeping all the letters that you wrote to me, each one a line or two. I'm fine, baby, how are you? Well, I send them, but I know it's just not enough. My words were cold and flat. You deserve more than that. Another airplane, another sunny place. I'm lucky, I know, but I wanna go home. Just let me go home. Still feel home. Oh, I wanna go home.
stepped outside when everything was going right. And I know just why you could not come along with me. It was not your dream, but you always believed in me. Another winter day is come and gone away, even in Paris and Rome, but I wanna go home. Oh, let me go home. Oh, and I'm surrounded by a million people. I still feel alone. I wanna go home. I miss you so much. Let me go home. Just let me go home. I wanna go home. I'll be up all night, and I'll come home tonight. I'm coming home.
Thank you so much, Patty.
Oh my gosh, my pleasure.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love Michael Bublé. I love Patty Powers more, I think. Pretty sure. Yeah. Welcome home. Welcome home, Barbara and Carl. Welcome home, Megan. Welcome home, all of you that are here that I see every Sunday. But this is a place that I feel that is home. You know, for a lot of reasons, and I think most of us kind of are in touch with why that is for each of us. Why we allow this space to be called our spiritual home if we do. There's something about the folks here. There's something about the teaching. There's something about the message. There's something about the music. There's just something about that idea that makes me feel safe. It makes me feel surrounded in abundance. It makes me feel like I'm among the living. Anybody else feel that way? Yeah. And now that we're also home to Unity of Las Vegas, it is exponentially even more so home. Because we're able to provide home not only to ourselves, but to others. It's a good thing. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. Joseph Campbell says this about home. You know, the hero's journey is what we're kind of speaking about this month. That monomyth. Follow your bliss. The heroic life is living the individual adventure. There is no security in following the call to adventure. Nothing is exciting if you know what the outcome is going to be. To refuse the call means stagnation. What you don't experience positively, you will experience negatively. You enter the forest at the darkest point where there is no path, where there is a way or path. It is someone else's path. You are not on your path. If you follow someone else's way, you are not going to realize your potential. The goal of the hero trip down to the jewel point is to find those levels in the psyche that open, and finally open to the mystery of your self-being, your Buddha consciousness, or the Christ consciousness. That's the journey. It's all about finding that still point in your mind where commitment drops away. We're all on that hero and hero's journey, and this place is the place where I found when I left my hometown of Los Angeles and moved to Las Vegas. This is the place I found to shore me up. This is the place that I found tools that I already knew that I had, but I didn't know necessarily how to use them, or I wasn't using them correctly, and I was reminded of that. This is the place and the teaching that allowed me to feel the love that I am and to express that love to more people. That's a big deal. It's a big deal for all of us that feel that way, that are in this building, because you help many of you support my own growth. So thank you for that. I'm grateful. And I'm grateful for that even as the minister, I'm still learning, and you all are still doing that and still supporting not only my ministry, Reverend Cheryl's ministry, but your own ministries. We each have a ministry, if we really think about it, don't we? We each do. And so it's really important that we support one another in that idea. You know, the hero's journey, and I keep saying hero's journey, I should be calling it the hero and hero's journey. It just is a lot to say. But that's what I mean. And I guess I should probably extend it even more given today's, how we refer to others in this day and age. And I'm open and inclusive to everyone, but that just really doesn't roll off the tongue. The hero, the shero, the thero, I don't know. I'm not being funny or cute, I'm just, you know, we're inclusive. And so we have to think about that. But we're ending this idea of speaking of the hero's journey this month, and then we're talking about belonging and community next month, which is kind of the same thing. But it's all kind of the same thing. You know, we're talking about everyday wonder. That's the theme of the year, and we have 1 month left of this year, which Reverend Cheryl so delightfully announces it to us every week, or if you're me, every day or so, which is delightful, as I said. You know, the hero, the shero's journey, whatever you want to call it, it has 12 parts. The first is the ordinary world, where we all started out. Then there's a call to adventure. Refusal of the call. No, I can't do that. I'm not good enough. I don't know. I don't think so. And then there's a meeting with a mentor. There's a Reverend Cynthia, Reverend Anna. There's a Dr. Andriette. There's a Dr. Kathy Ann. There's a Dr. Jim Lockhart. There's a Dr. Moira Fox. There's a Reverend Cheryl Bell. There are a lot of people that are called, that you are attracting to allow you to have the courage to go on that journey. Then there's the crossing the threshold. Okay, I'm in. Then there are tests and allies and enemies. Approach to the inmost cave, the ordeal, the reward, and then there's the road back. That's kind of where we are right here in at least talking about it this month. We're at the road back. There's a resurrection, the return with the elixir. Now, if this sounds like a Bible story, it kind of is. If it sounds like Star Wars, it kind of is. If it sounds like the Lifetime movie that I watched with Mario Lopez, it kind of is. Well, I didn't watch it for that, but Mario Lopez is awfully cute. But it is that idea of you leave that which you think is safe in order to find yourself, in order to gain your foothold on this space and this place in the world. And it is quite something, quite interesting, who we meet along the path, how we show up, whether we continue, whether we feel like we're up to it. It's quite something. And one of the tools that I've used, as I think some of you have as well, is classes. Here we go. Speaking of Dr. Kathy Ann, she wrote this in How to Use the Science of Mind in the foreword. It's with a great gratitude that I write this foreword to How to Use the Science of Mind. It gives me an opportunity to repay just slightly the huge debt I owe to Dr. Holmes and his teachings. I can honestly say I divide my life in terms of before Science of Mind and after Science of Mind. This sounds corny, but it's true. Don't get me wrong, I've had a great life. I grew up in a great small town and had a happy, relatively conventional childhood. I was outgoing and curious. I had opportunities to work and make extra money for all the things kids think they need. I had a great family and friends, and I felt connected with what I called God. However, I didn't go to church anymore because the God they preached just didn't match the God I knew. Anybody feel that? I also felt powerless to escape my life trajectory. Based on the cultural environment, I was destined to marry someone in the logging industry, stay home, have kids, and perhaps add income to the family as a clerk or in some other womanly profession. My father, in all his paternal, loving wisdom, wanted me to work for a government agency because it would offer the most security. My heart and soul, however, wanted none of the above. Then a friend introduced me to the works of Ernest Holmes and his textbook, The Science of Mind. That was the beginning of my new life. Didn't happen overnight, of course. In all honesty, for the longest time, I just didn't get the guy. The ideas were so foreign to my mental constructs. But as I let the wisdom speak deep to my soul responded with, yeah, and amen. The head or intellect is often the last to catch up. So after Science of Mind, I gave myself permission to look at jobs and careers that none of my peers were considering. I started to believe I could be successful, even very successful financially. I let myself consider the vast fields of infinite possibilities. That was new. Then I used the techniques taught in this book to live those possibilities. I'm living a life I would never have considered possible before Science of Mind. Now I frequently ask myself, what's next? So dear reader, I can say with all conviction, this book could change your life. The catch is, you need to apply what you read. Don't wait to thoroughly understand Dr. Holmes' ideas of how it works. You just start working it. Understanding will follow. In the meantime, you can be living the life of your dreams. It's Dr. Kathy Ann Lewis, who has an extraordinary ministry in Seattle and has done wonderful things. Has been a teacher of mine, and I really respect and honor her. And financially, she is one of the most successful centers around. And she came about starting kind of the same place I did in a lot of ways. Obviously, I grew up Science of Mind, most of you know that. But my dad also wanted me to, why don't you work, why don't you be a school teacher? Why don't you go to XYZ? Why don't you work for the IRS like he did? He did great things. It wasn't my path. It wasn't my path. And so we're here now. And by the allowance of me being open and accepting to what could be and taking a leap out, I became a minister. Now that's not everybody's path. I would have been fine with just being a practitioner, not just being. It's a big deal. But the thing is we all get to find our way. And we all get to realize that home is not a physical location. As a realtor, it's a little strange for me to say that. But it's always right here. It's funny, in these last 4 weeks and thinking about what I might say in the talks, I had never thought about the physical location of home. Not one time did it occur to me that I could talk about real estate. It's always been about me coming home to me. That's all that I care about. And as long as I can do that, I can teach others to do the same. I can teach others to do the same. Reverend Scott Aubrey said this: by seeing ourselves as spiritual beings, we move from feeling like a victim and merely surviving to realizing that we have dominion over this life, and then to an understanding that we're not just controlling and manipulating the effects of our life, we're actually co-creating with the God self within us. Ultimately, as we come to the great awareness that the Father, Mother, and I are one, that there is only one life, and it is whole and complete. Welcome home. As I read this and I put this, and I started thinking about what I wanted to say this morning, it occurred to me, if we all accepted everyone's journey and realized that everybody's on their own journey, it would create a world that works for all. Would it not? That openness, that acceptance, that grace, the ease, the love that we share in this building, we're all on our own journeys. But there's something that comes together when we're together that we feel that sends us out, and we're good till Tuesday or Wednesday, sometimes Sunday. Welcome home. Welcome home. Welcome home.
Thank you, Reverend Stacy. I'm sure she had more to say, but she had to share the stage with me today. Just a couple of weeks ago, and what Reverend Stacy is talking about today, Dr. Dr. Simon, we call him Dr. Sai. He likes to be called Dr. Sai. Talked about Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, and again, the hero's journey. And what is that? What is the hero's journey? Like Reverend Stacy says, the journey back to ourselves, right? Our true selves. It's always said, we are human, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And we're one with that powerful presence, whether we know it or not. I want you all to know it, though. I have a feeling everyone in this building knows it. I'm working on everyone else, That final leg of the hero's journey, is that return home. And I think our talk title was Welcome to Your Dream Home. Your dream home. And I think dream kind of signifies something that's not necessarily physical. Don't you think? Yeah. As Reverend Stacy already told you. That person who returns home from a journey is very different from the one who left. Right? And the hero is one who summoned the courage to set out on the journey in the first place. And we all have it, whether we know it or not. As Reverend Stacy was talking, I was thinking about every time I changed jobs, which I didn't have a problem changing jobs. I didn't have a problem quitting a job, no matter what my father said. Right? And well, he fired me a couple times too, so. Yeah, yes, a couple of my sisters have records for that. Anyway, so I had no problem doing that. And I think about people that, even when moving to Las Vegas came up, I remember my last day at the job before I left Los Angeles, they were just like, wow, what's going on? And I'm like, I don't know, the adventure, it's my whatever. I don't believe the universe is against me, therefore I can go anywhere and do anything. Now, could I have articulated that then? No. But that's what I said, basically. I remember the hardest thing was to tell my mom I'm moving. She was like, what? I thought you were going to live here forever. I'm like, me too, it's been 22 years, But hey, that's my next adventure. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's mine to do, but I've been called to go there, even though I didn't have a job. I did, but then I didn't. But I didn't know that, so I kept on that. I kept coming. Didn't matter. That hero transcends everything you do, everything I did, transcended the false limitations. Did I know it? Could I have said it out loud? No. But in order to return to that essence of being, again, spiritual beings having a human experience, the journey isn't about becoming somebody else at all. It's about being the best possible versions of ourselves. Would you agree? The home we long for is the place where we can be our full, true, authentic selves. And when we can't do that, we know it's time to move on. You know it in your gut. Whether you do it is another story. But you know when it's time to move on. Home is a place of unconditional love and acceptance, where forgiveness is unnecessary because there is no harm. There's no blame. There's no shame. It's comfortable. It's familiar. It's a place of sanctuary. Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living is that for me, but the teaching is that for me, whether I do it in this building or not. My life is that for me, where I do it in this building or not. I like this building, though. That sanctuary where we can rest and rejuvenate and recreate. You know, we long for that place. There's no one who doesn't long for that place. No one. No one. Because we all want to wholly and completely belong to whatever. You know, there's a quote on a bumper sticker. It says, if you lived in your heart, you'd be home now. I have no idea who said that. It's a bumper sticker. I don't think it, and if it did, I wouldn't have been able to read it anyway. You know, in her book, Amy, I think of you whenever I read anything about Brene Brown. Braving the wilderness, the quest for true belonging, and the courage to stand alone, she said, because true belonging only happens when we present our authentic, imperfect selves to the world. Our sense of belonging can never be greater than our level of self-acceptance. The home we long for already exists, people. It's not outside of us. No one else can create it for us, unfortunately. Because sometimes, you know, you get a little lazy and procrastinate. But our true home exists within, as Reverend Stacy has already told you. But it's up to each of us to find the keys within ourselves. We may point out the way for others, because we all can tell everybody else how to do it, right? But we also must find it for ourselves. In the words of Brene Brown, once we belong thoroughly to ourselves and believe thoroughly in ourselves, true belonging is ours. True belonging is ours. The power is ours to return to the place that we long for, whenever we choose, because we're always at choice. Thank you so much.
You guys, that was so nice. It's like home is where your heart is.
Yeah.
I have to come up here with some goofy shtick after you do a nice, beautiful talk.
All right.
You know what I meant, though. I mean, that was beautiful. I feel at home. I know I am.
You'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, birds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why, then oh why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh why can't I?
Thank you so much. Mr. David Marinelli there. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Patty. I dare you all to dream. I dare you. I would like to ask the ushers to please come forward. This is our time of giving and receiving this thing we call circulation. If you would be so kind as to take your gift in your hand and to say the affirmation on the screen with us. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless my gifts. I send them forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and belief. It does good work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. Oh, and what I know, and what I know about my gift is that it returns to me tenfold. I know that each and every person within the sound of my voice is just daring to dream, a bigger dream for themselves. If it doesn't scare you, it's not big enough, I promise. I promise. Because that fear is what's going to propel you forward. And what I know is that each and every gift and each and every tithe propels this ministry forward and the person, the giver, as well. If for whatever reason you're not able to put anything in the basket, I want you to put a thought of your own abundance, a thought that you're always home. You're always home. And so it is.
So it is. Sing with me. I do believe I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind and just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it will be mine. Oh, yeah. Come on now. I do believe that I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind and just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it is mine. Real big. Anything I want, it is mine. Woo! Perfect health, yes, it is mine. Joy and peace, it is mine. Oh, love, 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 it is mine. If it serves my highest good, then it is mine.
All right, I'd like to ask our ministerial prayer team to please come forward, and any visiting ministers or practitioners to please come forward. I want you to know these are the folks that hold the center up in prayer and love, and they're willing to and here available to pray with you today. Please don't leave with a heavy heart. We also have a prayer box. It's called God's Pocket in the front, and there's one in the grand hallway. I also want you to know that practitioner Aldo there, we have Heart of Peace meditation that happens the second Wednesday of every month, and the 14th is the 14th, right?
14th, yes.
Is a huge celebration also because he's been doing this for 6 years now.
6 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, all right, awesome. And also before before you go, before I let you go, or stand up and do anything, Julius just said that he is willing to take pictures on Saturday afternoon. So he wants to come here and set up on Saturday to take pictures on Saturday, and he'll take them on Sunday for a couple of Sundays, actually. So that's a great holiday gift, I believe. All right. So was that everything, Julius? Okay. Awesome, awesome. All right. If you don't mind, I'd like, you want to do the closing prayer?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I can give it to you.
If it's comfortable for you, please close or lower your eyes and just take a breath in. And as you just breathe in, you feel that love, that energy, that excitement, that knowingness that each of us is home. No matter where we happen to live, if it's not Las Vegas, right here and right now, the peace that we feel in our heart, that's home. And so that's the mental equivalent. That's the new dream home.
Mm-hmm.
That is the space that I continue to know that is mine. And so I am so grateful to have that awareness, that expanded consciousness, to know that in my heart is where the place and the space of peace resides. In my heart is it the place and the space where love resides. In my heart is the place and the space where home is. And so I carry that out with me today in this crazy, chaotic, lovely, beautiful holiday season, which is officially on, Reverend Cheryl. It is official. And so as I shop, as I eat, as I do my daily things, preparing for the homecoming of the holidays, I realize it's as close as my next breath, if not closer. And I spread that joy and that love, which is what the Christmas season is all about. I spread it with all of my heart. And together, let's say.
And so it is. All right, let's stand and sing our peace song.
Yes.